Hi guys.
I got my
It's Captivated C before the Grammys.
before the Grammys.
How y'all doing?
I love it. I love it. Oh, let me, because I definitely got a.
Let your
It's a
hair
bad
down,
hair day.
Rapunzel.
Yeah, it's a bad hair day, so we gotta let the.
You never have a bad hair day when you have locks. I'm jealous. So.
Nah, you can't have a bad hair day. Like when you got the new growth showing and it ain't not that fresh retwist.
The only ones I don't like is like people with them big.
The wicks. The wicks.
I don't like wicks.
The wicks. Okay.
Now those just look crazy.
Nah, yeah, you a different type of.
I let the Weeknd slide with it though, but that's because his music's good and Cole.
I like that. I like that. The Weeknd can slide with the wicks because he makes good music. That is beautiful. Listen, in order to keep up with the latest content, know when we're dropping new episodes, new podcasts, new material, make sure you are subscribed. OnSight Media Group on YouTube. Follow us on all social media platforms at OnSight Media Group. Make sure you click that notification bell so you know every single time that we drop new content on the channel, all right? Sponsorship opportunities are available, but limited. So tap in with us at onsightmediagroup.xyz. Everybody, welcome back to the OnSight Media Group podcast. Today is a special episode. We in a brand new studio. It's beautiful. And I have an artist from outside of the city with me. If y'all are not familiar with her, by the end of this segment, you will be, because we sitting in with Captivated C.
C. No crip.
She had to put that in there. No crip. No crip.
Okay.
No crip. Okay. Good deal. So Captivated C. That's an interesting name. I should have looked up the definition of captivated, what exactly that means. I'm not sure. I could definitely Google it, but I'm not going to do it right here on the spot.
Just tell you.
Yeah. What's the meaning behind the name Captivated C? How did you come up with that?
It's very simple. Well, first of all, my name is Cheyenne, so my name starts with a C. So that's that. Captivated means attracting and charming to crowds of people. So once I realized, I'm like, hey, that's me. I was like, okay, that's it. That's literally.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So good deal. Charming, captivated.
I like reading the dictionary. That's how I got that. That I figured out that word. So
there's nothing wrong with that. That means your vocabulary is extensive.
Absolutely.
And I hear it in the music. Now you coming with the London accent too, the British accent.
Not too much. Okay.
Just like you're not doing no acting. You got the.
I don't know. It comes out when I feel like it.
That could be an online skill. Like you could start reading books and doing voiceover work and different characters, and never limit yourself. you never know what income streams you might be missing just because you have range in your vocals.
Right.
Dope. Okay. So you are a music artist. Do you classify yourself as a rapper, singer, songwriter? Like, what do you classify yourself as?
I'm gonna just call myself an artist.
An artist.
Because I literally do everything. So.
You do. I definitely went through your catalog and I heard some R&B jams. I heard some lyricism, not just rap, but bars. Like, y'all go check her out. She got bars. For real. So who inspires who are your musical influences?
Well, I'm in the heart of the place that I want to be a part of, which is J. Cole, and I want to be a part of Dreamville. So J. Cole is one of my biggest inspirations.
I felt that.
Absolutely.
I felt that.
Tupac, definitely. Lauryn Hill.
I felt that.
Every interview I do is always different artists, but it's always Cole. Cole's always on that list, and Pac's always on that list. But I changed the rest of them so many times because I listen to literally everything. So
that's dope. And so you spoke about Cole. Like, as I'm listening to your project, which is titled See Through Me, I could hear a lot of the Dreamville style of music. Not only J. Cole, but I heard the influences of R.A. Lennox and definitely some of the cadences that I've heard on some J. Cole records. So I don't even have to ask. Yeah.
I belong on there.
So let me ask this question then. What would a Captivated C Dreamville collaboration look like or sound like?
Look like or sound like?
Yeah,
you
like,
want me to just freestyle right now? No, I'm playing. Well, I know J. Cole makes a lot of his beats he self-produces.
Mm-hmm.
I do as well, so I would say we would start with the beat for sure. We'd probably do a collaborative beat, and I think that looks like, to me, I really like boom bap, so
okay.
I feel like there could definitely be like a beat transition in that song.
Yep.
I already have a vision for this. Like, I know when I work with Cole, I'm just gonna just zone out and go. So I can't like give you an absolute answer. But me and Cole, me being so inspired by him, it would take a lot for me to not be intimidated by the fact that I'm working with him and remember that I'm just an artist and not a fan, you know? Because I just want to make music.
That's dope. And I think, like, I remember I worked in athletics for the University of North Carolina. So I met a lot of future NBA, NFL stars. Mm-hmm. And to exactly what you just said, I had to remember that at the end of the day, number one, a lot of them were younger than me. And they're human the same right. Just because, they bank account may dramatically exceed mine, right, doesn't make them any different from me. So right. I think that's big to remember that, at the end of the day, they're still human. They're still a person. So not to be super overwhelmed by their status. Mm-hmm. Dope. Okay. So we definitely gonna get into the music. And I think this is a big one for me, because when you listen to mainstream music, I think in female artistry, or let me just categorize it, female hip hop, you got 3 main categories.
Y'all see my face, right?
So I think you know where I'm going with this. You got your lyricist, mm-hmm, of course. And then what's popular right now is the ratchet, which would be 2. And then the sexual or the sex driven, which I think is 3. Mm-hmm. So, and again, when I listen to your music, even your brand of R&B, I get the lyricism. I get the focus on the creativity, not just necessarily pushing a specific narrative because you're female and you're very attractive. Mm-hmm. So what makes you focus more on the lyricism and the artistry as opposed to taking the easy way out and trying to jump on the gimmick train to get signed right now?
Well, number one is that's just not how I was raised. Not saying that's not how they were raised either, but everyone has free will.
Absolutely.
So their choice to decide to make that type of music. I was raised in a religious household. I went to church all my life, and my parents are extremely strict. So it just absolutely was never going to slide. Like, I still feel scared cussing in my songs now, even after I turned 18, because I was just like, I don't know if I should play this for them because they might hear me say the word damn, and then I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry. Like, I get terrified, but I try not to get too comfortable with anything that like dims my image or just dims like everything that I was raised for, towards. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. I don't really like, that's not my type of music. It never will be. People have asked me to, make tracks with them before, and I just turned them down immediately because I'm like, I'm not doing that. And on top of that, I'm not going to guarantee that I'd blow up. And now I'm over here just singing a song about my coochie. Look stupid.
That's an excellent answer. Excellent answer. Scents by Yaya products are 100% handmade with love from only the purest essential oils and pure soy wax. Visit her website today to get candle art just like this exclusively at scentsbyyaya.com. Well, you just talked about collaborative. I can't even talk right now.
The word is crazy.
Collaborating with other artists. And on your project, you got a few features.
Yeah, I got 3. Mm-hmm.
So let me ask this question. What is your determining factor in what makes you collaborate with a person? Is it motivated by their particular status at that time, or is it, you're looking for a genuine contribution to whatever the ideal of the record that you're doing?
Second one, absolutely. Genuine. I don't care how much money anyone can offer me to work with me. If I don't like your energy, I'm not going to let you in my studio at that, because let alone like working with me is a sacred space. My energy is a sacred space. So the 3 people that I chose, I was very picky about those 3 people because I have good relationships with them. I built those relationships and I knew that they would carry. And I don't have time for somebody to work with me and I'd be like, I know you have potential. I don't have time for I know you have potential. I want to work with people that I know have it and just got it right there. And I'm like, you have worked on your craft. When I met you, you've been good towards me. Let's do this. That's it.
Dope. So it's never, when you're collaborating, it's never a situation of like, you hear their verse and now I gotta try to out rap them. I gotta try to outperform them. It's just
never. I've had people who have tried to work with me and they would ask to get on my song and then I'll send them the track and then they'll say they don't want to do it no more because they feel like I out rap them. But I'm like, it's my song and I started it. So I didn't even know I was going to work with you. But as far as working with other people, say if I have to get on their track, it's never a goal to out rap them. I just do what I do best, and that's just make music. Like whatever comes to me is what comes to me. It didn't come up to you because it's not your experience, So
nice. Okay. So this is a big one. Let's say there's a little girl. She's listening to you. She sees you. She finds out about you, and she's influenced by you. Like we actually know some artists that are 10 or 11 years old, starting their music journey. What would be your message to them to focus on, or to make them focus on the artistry instead of chasing the mainstream gimmicks of being ratchet or whatever?
Well, you kind of answered it. Just don't chase it, right? Do not follow the crowd. That's what I would say. Don't follow the crowd. Do what you do best, what you know, what you feel is right. Because at the end of the day, nobody's judgment should matter more than your own and God's. So, when you die, nobody's going to know who you are except the Lord. And that's why I move the way I move now. Because I wish somebody told me when I was younger that I shouldn't care about what anybody thinks. Because I started making music so young to a point that I became so goal-oriented that I lost a lot of friends and they didn't understand why I worked so many jobs or why I was always like out doing this instead of partying. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to build a future for myself with what I love, because I don't have a guaranteed future like everyone else. I'm not going to be a doctor. I'm not going to be a lawyer. If you're going to make music and you're going to be doing art, that is one of the most riskiest ideas you could ever do.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
You just got to do it full out and never compare yourself. Absolutely never compare yourself. Yeah.
That is beautiful. That is absolutely. We're going to have to make sure we post that as an Instagram reel, because that was the perfect message. Okay. So let's talk about the album. Like, now I grew up in, to me, the greatest era of hip hop, which is 90s hip hop.
And I'm jealous of y'all.
Right. So
that's why I try to do it.
So you almost just answered the question even before I asked it. So I'm listening to See Through Me. And again, I'm super picky.
Right. Okay.
I hear no skips on this album. Like, it's straight baps.
Aww.
So what is your mental mind frame into putting these particular records together to make this project?
So, with a busy life of just being a student in school, I didn't know how to multitask at first. So a lot of those songs are things I have been writing for over 4 years. And some of them are, most of them are new, but I did incorporate a few that are old. And I was like, I want to make sure that I still put in my writing style from when I was younger. And then when I listen back to the album, only I personally would know that I have grown in my writing. So yeah, when I made that project, it was based a lot around my experiences. And usually when I introduce myself to people, I'll be like, I'm Captivated C, I'm a rapper, I make hip hop music, and I'm a lyrical artist. But then I'll explain to them what type of like subgenres I'm in. So I'll be like, I talk about Black injustices, social injustices, mental health, foster care. These are a lot of personal experiences now. So overall, it's in a sense where it doesn't get too personal, where it only relates to me, because at the end of the day, music is supposed to be relatable for everybody. So I don't want to just make a song and be like, yeah, I was in the system and then my dad died. Like, not many people can say that, you know what I mean? Right. So it's like, you got to say something like, I was in the system and people treated me bad. Like, it's just something simple. Keep it subtle. It makes it so much easier. But yeah.
I've definitely heard that. I've definitely heard producers and EPs say, you know, for the mainstream, sometimes you got to dumb it down. Mm-hmm. So to keep it simple to where everybody can understand that message, you don't necessarily want to send people down a rabbit hole because they might not be able to find their way out. So
yeah,
that's exactly. Good. Okay. So your subject matter, you said you want to talk about personal experiences and social injustices. Again, no skips on the project. And it's a couple of standouts that I want to point out. One of them is My Soul. Very, very deep song. So I want you to break down some bars for me.
Did you write them?
No, these are your bars. These are your bars. You wrote them. You wrote them.
That's not what I meant. I'm saying, did you put them?
Yes,
did you quote them?
I absolutely do. Cool.
So okay.
I spoke to myself. I knew what to think. Mentally drained, and I'm looking for peace. I had to meditate, sit on my throne, sipping on detox,
and writing this song.
So if I'm correct, no, that was the only portion of the song that I wrote. But that's cool. Mental health, right? So again, why was it important for you to? I feel like you're almost telling a personal story in this situation. So why was it important for you to pen this record the way you did?
Well, My Soul was definitely personal. It was my soul. Like, I don't know what happened that night. I know that when I was writing to that, I literally blacked out, so I can't even tell you. But read the line one more time.
I spoke to myself. I knew what to think. Mentally drained, and I'm looking for peace.
Okay. Yeah, so spoke to myself, and I know what to think. I had to do it in my head because it's just like
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Mentally drained, I'm looking for peace. Yeah, so you want me to break it down? I mean, it's very simple. It is simple. It was personal, and the bars leading up to it was literally me talking about sipping on detox. I'm talking about detoxing drinks. I drink kombucha and smoothies, and I eat acai bowls, and I had just started my diet because after I went to college, that's when I decided to like change everything that like about me, and I'm like, I need to become a better version of myself. I'm away from my city. I don't got no friends out here. I don't know nobody. I can start over. And then when I came back after college, everybody was like, dang, Shy. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, this is what happens when I isolate myself and remove all of you guys. Sometimes it was good to start over. So, yeah, but I love that song. It is one of my favorites.
I mean, you spit some bars in Spanish. Like, you really in your bag.
Yo, shout out D Smoke for that. If y'all know D Smoke from Rhythm and Flow.
Absolutely.
He is definitely an inspiration to me too. Coast Contra too. I'm one of the artists on Coast Contra. Raps in Spanish sometimes.
Okay.
I just thought it was dope to see Black artists who rap, but then also are bilingual. And then incorporate that in their music. You don't see that a lot.
You don't.
Not in rap, at least.
You don't.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this interview, because y'all need to tap in with a bars all day. Bars. All day. Okay. And then you got one like you spitting, you coming hard. You coming hard. I didn't quote this one.
Oh, okay.
But I have a question about it. So the record Head High, definitely a standout track. Like your verse is fire, but it's only one verse. It seems like you left an open verse or the song is unfinished. So for an independent local artist to put that on a debut, like that's a bold statement. What made you decide to go that route?
We will pretend like you don't know already. But
well, the people out here don't know.
I know, that's why I gotta tell y'all. So I left Head High on my album as an open verse. A lot of people don't know that, and they would only know that, and I know that they listen to my album if they reach out to me and be like, hey, like, you left a lot of like space on that song. And I'm like, yeah, because if anybody feels inspired, then they can hop on the song, and you won't be copyrighted if you want to drop it on your own or even just post a remix or something. So yeah, that's just it.
And as a marketing strategy, that's kind of dope, because you did two things. Number one, you got people to listen to your record. And then two, you got extra promotion of your record because they were inspired by it.
Right.
They released it. I think we've seen this.
I got that. And my producer, or one of the producers for that track, he gets attention too.
Dope. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
So here's a fun question. This one is fun, definitely, because we know how you feel about mainstream music. What is, in your opinion, do you see longevity in the career of Sexyy Red?
Absolutely not. I mean, if you see what happened recently.
I haven't seen what happened recently.
She came up
please
here
enlighten me.
to these little college parties and homecomings, and everybody started leaving. They're getting tired of it.
In North Carolina?
Yeah. G-Ho again.
Oh yeah, greatest homecoming on earth. Shout out NCA&T.
Shout out UNCG too.
Shout out UNCG, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I was never jacking her, so it didn't matter. But to see all the girls who are on that Sexyy Red wave starting to get a little tired and bored of it, I'm like, yes. Now they need to bring in me, Rhapsody, Tierra Whack, No Name. Like, it's time. It's really time.
No Name, Chicago, right?
Is
she from Chicago? I've heard some of that music.
Oh,
I know it was if she is not from Chicago, she had music on the show The Shy. I think that's where I discovered her at. So I just automatically in my brain assumed she was from Chicago. But dope artist. Okay.
Yeah. She gonna fall off.
Nah.
With a little bit of a smirk, I'm sorry.
Okay. But I don't, so why do you think the industry pushed that narrative so hard? Like what, or was it just a quick?
Fun sells.
Fun, okay.
Yeah, fun sells, temporary satisfaction. You know, it's the same thing as premarital sex. I'm gonna keep it unfiltered. Like everything.
This is OnSight. That's what we want.
Temporary. It's temporary fun. And, you know, it lasts for a second. It's just like how depression works. It's like you hang out with your friends knowing you feel really bad, but then you end up being that bubbly and fun and outgoing person, and then you go home and you're alone again. And that's how fun music is. It starts and then it has to end eventually. Boop. And then there's just no more bass no more, you know? Bass plays a lot. Frequencies is really...
Absolutely. You were definitely on a different wave. Definitely on a different wave. Sponsorship opportunities available today at onsightmediagroup.xyz. You looking to promote your brand, your business, your product? Tap in with us. Get sponsorship on all of our shows. Get mentioned at all of our events. Opportunities are available today. Tap in with us. OnSight Media Group. That's onsightmediagroup.xyz. We always play this game.
Okay.
Called Who You Got, which is...
Who I got?
Yeah, who you got. It's basically this or that. So I'm going to give you two artists.
Oh, great.
And
oh my gosh, I did this the other day. And
so this is perfect. So you ready for it.
No,
you ready for it.
They gonna roast me.
Nah. I got some good artists for you. So who you got? We gonna do an R&B collab. Who you got? You got Summer Walker or Ari Lennox? I know the answer to this already because you're Dreamville, so.
Ari.
Yeah. I'm
loyal to my game.
I dig it though. I don't think you could go wrong either way.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I love Summer equally, but you know, Ari is the only girl on Dreamville. So like I kind of just call her my sister right now.
Yeah, she holds her own, definitely. Okay. So, and I feel like I know the answer to this one too, but I got to give you this one because they're both heavyweights in the game. Who you got for the rap feature? Glorilla or Rhapsody? I know it's easy, but
bro,
tell me why.
Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, that's actually a hard one. I'm gonna give you this because Glow is not just ratchet. Glow has a good personality and good energy, and I know that she can make the type of music. She may not be as lyrical, but I know she has the potential to tap into something greater. And on top of that, I love her tone. I do like it. She's different. She's unique. I like to work with people who have different voices. You notice that on the album too. They all have a different type of rasp or soul to their voices. So it's just like, I'm going to choose Rhapsody though. Because I've been team rap before Glow ever came out. So yeah, I'm loyal to Rhapsody.
Rhapsody is, I've said this several times on the show, like I think rap can out-rap 95% of the dudes in the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it, and she is very, very humble with it. Like that last project, I don't remember the name of it, but it was a very personal album. Like one of the songs is her first name.
Gloria or something.
No, not Glorilla.
We're talking
about
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody. Marlena Evans, something like that. But yeah. The record is cold. The record is cold. All right, so let's do this one. Label comes to you. They're gonna sign you. They need you to do a feature with one of the industry female leading artist. We're not gonna put Sexy Red in this category because you said she's on her.
We're doing mainstream.
But we're doing mainstream. So they give you 3 of the top tier female artists right now. Who you going with? You going with Meg Thee Stallion? You going with Lotto? Or you going with Cardi B?
Oh God.
We got to make it tough.
I'm going with Cardi.
Why Cardi?
New York.
New York.
Simple.
If it's nothing else, New York.
All the vibes. Big Bronx, big Brooklyn, BKBX. You what? Okay.
Nice.
They hurt.
Okay.
Okay.
Good deal. Good deal.
My second choice would be Lotto, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
See, I like Lotto. I think
because I watched her since the rap game.
And I've same thing. I've seen the transformation of the career.
But
I definitely like.
Still spit for real.
She can still rap. Absolutely. I liked her music. The earlier.
Yeah.
When she was Miss Mulatto or Big Lotto. Lotto is Lotto.
Yeah.
She getting her bag. I can't be mad at that. But yeah. Yeah.
Plus, she got all that Atlanta on her back. I would love to be working with an artist who got all the South Side down packed like that. Crazy. That's
very
just
true.
Smart marketing at that.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And for me, Lotto she's capitalizing on the momentum of the moment. Like her music may be one thing, but in interviews, and I've never sat down and talked with her, but hearing her speak, it's 2 totally different people. So she's able to put on the persona and not be that. And that's something that you spoke to. So
exactly.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So in closing, tell the people why they need to go and check out the See Through Me album, and I didn't even pick up on the new single. What is it? Wildin'. Like, now that was definitely Ari Lennox. I don't want to say Summer Walker, but it's a very, very...
Nah, so I'm going to just give you a quick insight. So what happened was, one, that song was experimental, but it was actually a placement for Brent Faiyaz. So if y'all know who Brent Faiyaz is, that's an R&B artist. You'll notice like my tone is kind of trying to mimic his because I was assigned to get on this beat and write, as I also do ghostwriting services. So I made a sample track and then I decided to keep it. And I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. And then I sent it over to one of my friends who was from South Carolina. He's Stub Nye. Yeah, he's back in the game too, so y'all better tap in with him. He's a feature, and he's actually one of the first artists I worked with when I ever did a feature. So He goes back to like my childhood when I first started making music. Yeah, that's just what it was. Wildin' was a fun song to do though.
And I noticed something else about that record too, like the distribution on it said Universal. So
good job, guys. Yeah, I had a distribution deal with Universal. My 3-year contract ended now, and I'm actually happy about it because I was waiting to get out of it. They weren't doing anything for me. So as independent artists, I advise you stay independent, even if you get offered a distribution deal, because if they're going to make you pay for marketing packages and then not market you because you are independent and a small artist, there's no point of trying to build yourself organically if they're not going to help you build organically, because they didn't help at all.
Nah, but that's the labels nowadays. They want you to do the work, and then they just want to capitalize and make money off your back.
I was so confused. I was like happy. I was in high school when I signed this paper. I literally got called out of my class to go in the counselor's office and sign this paper. So I'm signing it, and then I already had the contract read over. So make sure that's important.
Absolutely.
Always read your contracts. Get a music lawyer. Anybody who's signing anything and stuff, because I don't know what I'm reading. But anyway, yeah, so everything that was proofread was good for me to sign, but there was no promises in that contract that says we're going to make sure that we help you and that we get you up there. They want you to get up there by yourself, and then once you're up there, then they'll be like, oh, hi. Yeah, we didn't forget about you. We were just trying to see if you actually had it going on. No, I do have it. I just need the proper money for it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was honestly a waste of my time. And I just advise don't do anything of that nature.
But it wasn't a waste of your time, because you got the potential placement for Brent Faiyaz that you got to release, which is a bop.
I guess.
Would you have wrote the song if you didn't get the placement?
It wasn't for I didn't get that from Universal though.
They just happened to put it out.
I do that through my own services. That's Fiverr, ghostwriters.com, and the other services that you sign up for, and you make sure that you make your profile. You just get reached out if your page is boosted enough, then you're gonna be recommended. Universal ain't do shit for me. I was gonna cuss, my bad.
Say what you want.
I wasn't sure if it was a censored video, so
No, you say this is the internet.
Yeah.
We control all of this.
Me, but I don't care.
Nah, they can't do that.
Yeah, they can.
They can't do that.
They can't. Freedom of speech.
That's it.
And I'm not in a contract.
There you go. They don't control you.
Period.
Captivated C. This has been a pleasure. What you say? Not the puppet?
Not the puppet.
Not the puppet. No puppet. Just Captivated C. This was a pleasure.